Hello students, welcome to today's session. Today we are going to discuss the practical number 7 for the class 12 computer science subject. We have already discussed these 8 practicals in this series. If you didn't watch those practicals, I will recommend please go and watch those practicals. This will help you to understand this practical in a easy way. Okay, so let's get started. So first we are going to discuss the problem, then we are going to discuss the steps to solve it, and then we are going to write the Python code, and then we are going to demonstrate it in Spider editor or any of your choice editor. You may use any editor like Jupyter, Sublime, or any editor you are using, ideally like, and demonstrate it in Spider editor. You can say editor. Okay, so let's get started without any further delay. I am going to tell you the problem. Problem is to generate write a random number generator that generates the random numbers between 1 to 6 that simulates a dice. So actually we are going to use the random module of the Python to generate the random number between 1 to 6, and we will keep on doing this till user wants, like roll the dice. So let's get started without any delay. So what is the problem? Essentially you need to write a random number generator, random number generator that will generate number from 1 to 6, simulates the roll dice. What is the meaning of roll dice? I will tell you. So before starting that, you should know what is dice and what is random number. You should know these two terms before writing this program. So what is the random number? Random number is let's suppose there is not a specific order. Then let's suppose you want to choose any number in between 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then each time number vary. Let's say first time if you get the number, it may get 3. Second time you see it might be 4. Fourth time it might be 1. Fifth time it might be 3 again. Fifth time let's suppose it might be 6. Fifth time, sixth time let's suppose it might be 2. So this way there is no specific order that in which the numbers will be generated. Any number may generate, like in a dice case. If you see a dice, you have the like 6 numbers on a dice, and if you rotate this dice, then actually what happens, any number may come 1 to 6. First time let's suppose 1 coming, next time it might be 6, next time it might be 3, next time 2, 4, 1, 6. Any number may come between 1 to 6 each time when you roll the dice. Dice, you know, a cube like structure which has the numbers printed on their side between 1 to 6. So let's suppose 1 is printed here, 2 is printed here, 3 is printed here, 4 is printed here. So this way 6 numbers are printed on each side of the dice, or if you roll the dice, any number may come between 1 to 6. So this program essentially we need to write. Okay, so this is a very simple problem. It will not take much time because this is not a very big problem. So why this is not big problem? Because a random module of the Python already provides this functionality. So what we are going to do, essentially we are going to import the random module of the Python, and it may generate the automatically number between 1 to 6 if you use the randint function of the, let's say, this random number. You pass the starting position from which start position, and let's suppose 1 to 6 you want the random number. then you will pass the 1 comma 6 here in this method. Then this number, each time you will execute this line, you will get some different number, might be same number, but maximum possibility is that you will get the different number each time when you execute this 9. This 9 will generate a random number, integer number between 1 to 6 that we want. Okay, essentially this is the first part of the problem. You may use another way to solve the same problem. What you need to do, you need to create a list of 6 numbers, let's say, and you may create a list of 6 numbers using this code x for x in range 1 to 7. This is the list comprehension code that will generate the numbers. A list of numbers look like this: 1 2 3 4 5 comma 6. This way you can use this way to generate the numbers from 1 to 6, or you can directly assign like this also. This way also you can create a list, and then you can use the choice method of the random module. Let's suppose random module has provided the choice method, dot choice method, to get a one of the number from the list randomly. So you will pass the list here, and it will automatically generate a number from this list randomly. Okay, so there are two ways to write this program. Either you may use this line to generate a list of 1 to 6 number. It will automatically, range function will return 1 to 6 list, and this list we are populating like this in a list comprehension. So this way also you can do. This way you can also create a list. So there are multiple ways to create a list, and using the random number, if you want to generate using randint function, you can use this code. If you want to use the choice function to get the one of the number between 1 to 6 from this list, then you can use this way also. Now one thing you should remember, choice is based, and we need to give the simulate the dice functionality. Simulate the roll dice means user may roll this dice as many times as he wants. So for that we need to write a infinite loop. And how to write a infinite loop in Python? We can write the while true. This means this is the loop that will execute infinitely, and we will skip this loop, we will break this loop. Break statement, you should know, break statement is used to break the loop in between. If you want to break the execution, if you want to stop the execution of loop, you can use the break statement. So I am going to ask the choice from the user. Let's suppose you want to get the choice from the user, then you will use the input method and ask for the choice. Enter the choice, let's say, enter the R for rolling the dice. Again for roll the dice. Roll the dice means this loop will continue and it will keep on generating the random number between 1 to 6. Roll the dice, and or to quit, press any other key. Press any other key. So this is the message I am trying to display to the user each time when this loop will execute. If user enters the choice, let's say, let's try to write in somewhere here. So I am going to clear this so that we can get some space. Okay, so this way I am generating this space for you. I am struggling for this space. Okay, so that's what the joke. So let's try to write this again. Now what I do, press any choice. If the choice is, if choice is not equals to R, then what we will do, we will break this loop. We will break this loop so that this loop will terminate and your program will stop. Otherwise what we will do, otherwise we will generate a random number using any one of this line. You write any one of this line. Either you can write this line, n equals to random dot randint, and then you pass 1 comma 6. Either you use this line here outside the if, or you may create a list outside here. lst equals to, let's go 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you may use this method, or you may use this method like n equals to random dot choice, and you will pass the lst here. So then one of the line you will write here, and then simply print the n. So it will keep on printing till user enters the Q, press the any other key other than the R. So this is essentially the code that will keep on generating random number between 1 to 6 till the user wants. So let's try to write this Python code and execute in the Spider editor. So I am going to rough this and try to write the Python code directly, because there is not much more logic to explain here. So first I need to import the random module. I am writing the Python code. Then what we need to do, we need to let's try to solve it using two ways. So let's try to create a while loop. While I am keep on executing this loop infinitely, and I will create some variable choice, and I will ask for the user input, enter R, for roll the dice. Let's say message it is roll the dice, or press any other key to quit. This is the message I am displaying. This choice will be entered, whatever the user will enter, come in this choice variable. If choice equals to not R means user wants to exit, then what I will do, I will break this loop, because this loop is a infinite loop, so it will be break. Otherwise what will happen, we are keep on generating the random number n equals to random module. You are using random dot randint function, you can use randint, and you will pass 1,6 here and print this number. We are keep on printing this number till the user enters the choice R. So this is essentially one way to solve this problem. Another way, using list variable choice method. So you can import the random module again and write the LST, or LST you can create by two ways. You can either use the list comprehension. So for x in range 1,7, either you can use this, or you can use this line directly. LST equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These two lines are equivalent, means output will be equivalent, and then you will apply the while loop again. While true, infinite loop we are going to do, and then input the choice again. Choice will be the same way, input method you will use, and enter R for roll the dice, let's say, or press any other key to exit, quit or say exit. Okay, let's suppose. So now this choice will be entered. If user has entered the choice that is not equals to R, that means we need to break this loop, and you will break this loop like this. Otherwise you will n equals to, now this will time we will use the random methods. Choice method will pick any one number between 1 to 6 that we have the list, and then we are going to print this, print n, and we will keep on executing this loop till the user enters any key other than R, so that it will be simulating a roll dice. Okay, so this is the essentially Python program. So let's try to run this into the Python editor. You will see the results there. Okay, so let's try to run this. I am going to the Python editor, that is Spider, and I am going to write here. So let's try to write it. I am going to write it. So let me take it in between. Now I am going to write import first random module, and then what you need to do, I am solving it from one way, that let's try to create a while loop and execute this for infinite time. Remember that you need to break it, otherwise this loop will be infinite. Let's say input method, and you will enter the enter R, let's say it R for roll dice, or press any other key to quit. Okay, let's say this is a big string. and what we need to do, if choice is not equals to r, if choice is not equals to r, then what we will do, we will break this loop. Breaking is necessary, otherwise your loop will keep on executing. And here we can generate the random number using random module, randint function 1,6 we will pass, and it will generate random number between 1,6. print the number n. So this way you keep on executing. Let's try to run this. I am running this, and you will see that enter R for roll dice or press any other key to exit. Let's try to roll the dice, R, and it will roll the dice, and 3 is coming. Let's try to again roll the dice. If you want to again roll the dice, press the R. Again it will generate random number between, again keep on entering R, it will generate some numbers between 1 to 6. Now let's, if you want to quit, press any other key, let's say E, and it will be quitting. Okay, so this way, this is the one way to solve the random number problem. Okay, now let's try to do it some in using the choice method also. So the same code I am using, I am going to use the choice method. So what I need to do, I will create the list. I will create the list using any one of the methods. Let's say list comprehension x for x in range 1,7. You may use this method to generate the list, or you may use any other method. In place of this line, I am going to write this another line, that using choice method. So I am going to write the random.choice and choice, and you will pass the list here, or one list between 1 to 6. Let's try to make this dice. It will be a little bit funny, dice. So I am going to use the dice method, dice name for the variable. So this will also do the same thing. Let's try to run this, and let's try to run this and enter the number R to continue. So let's R 6 3 1 6 1 4 6 2. So it is also generating random numbers between 1 to 6. Let's try to quit. Press any key, let's say space, and enter. It will be quitting. Any other key. Okay, so this is the one way. Now if you want to use this list method lst, and you want to pass directly list 1 2 3 4 5 6, then also it is fine. Okay, sorry, 1 5,6, and if you pass this list here, then it is also fine. You may use this. So this is, these two programs are same. Let's say pass this list here, and this will also generate the same thing. So let's try to run this. Let's try to enter the R first, generating number 1 to 6. So this way you can do. Okay, and to enter exit, you may use any other key. Quit, it is quitting. So this way you can write this Python program simulating the dice and giving the same experience using infinite loop. So that's all in this video. If you like this video, please press on the like button, or if you like this video, then definitely share it with your friends, so that your friends can also get benefited. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. See you in the next class.